is here to help Tina get back on the pickleball court. That's right. She's standing by with the Hollywood healer. Tina, what do you have next?
All right, this is Chris Shelton. He led me through an exercise to help loosen up the psoas.
Psoas that controls the low back, yeah.
Right.
Controlled by sympathetic nervous system, yeah.
So you want to make sure people consult their doctor before doing any kinds of things. You have a new book out.
I have a brand new book, Chris Shelton's Easy Guide to Fix Neck and Back Pain. And yes, any of these techniques that I recommend here or inside my book, please consult your doctor first.
There we go, there we go. Okay, so I told you that I have
frozen shoulder?
Yeah, just
or
really sore,
tightness
and all this, and you know, we got the back pain, all that. It's like maybe it's too much pickleball.
Well, you know what it is that a lot of people take for granted, but all shoulder issues that I've ever seen, unless you're doing jiu-jitsu and someone popped your shoulder out, you're a pitcher, popped your shoulder out, every single thing deals with emotions that affect the heart. So I have this rock and roll star that came in a few years ago.
I'm emotional.
We'll fix that.
Okay,
that's what I'm here for. Anyways, I had this rock and roll star come in, and he had cervical arthritis, or arthritis in his neck, and so I asked him, I said, hey buddy, I said, what happened 2 years ago right before the pain showed up? He said, no man, I think my pillow's bad, I think my mattress is bad. No, he goes, the way I hold my guitar on stage, you know, or the stress of being on tour. Then he paused and he thought about it and he realized, he goes, oh, actually 2 weeks before the pain showed up, my pet died. So his pet died, he took care of business, went back on tour, and one day his body said, guess what? That actually hurt you much more than it did.
Oh,
so what I recommend to people to do is do an inventory. If you wake up one morning and you're like, oh, I can't move my neck, can't move my shoulder, do an inventory of what's going on in your life. I'm sure you can pinpoint it.
I like that. All right,
let's go and have you sit down here.
Okay. Thanks for bringing your bench in here.
Yeah. And
we don't have fancy things like this here.
Well, I was going to bring a massage table, but it's not practical. So I'm going to bring one arm behind the back like this. And what's going to happen here is I'm just going to press on a point on the neck. The way we find this point is we trace down on the ear here, okay? So I'm going to press here. Now I want you to...
This is things I can do by myself?
This is something you do on yourself. I'm just demonstrating on you, but now I want you to turn your head from left to right like you're saying no. Back and forth. Back and forth. Now I want you to breathe into the heart, and I want you to do a Qigong practice called the Ha sound. So I'm going to make you the Ha sound. So make the Ha, yes. And then what I want you to do is I want you to imagine a pink cloud filling up into the heart, and then as you exhale, making that sound. And I know that sounds really goofy, but the heart is takes the brunt of all the emotions. And so it dictates.
It's supposed to hurt like that?
Yeah, because there's some heart issues going on, and I'm here to help you. Okay, so yes, you can also do this underneath your breath, all right? And then what's going to happen is that I'm going to move to the next point. So you can do this at home on yourself. Press these points, turn your head from left to right.
So exactly where now?
So if you follow the ear here, and you'll find the tender spot. Find the tender spot. Where's your first tender spot? I think there's one right there. Someone tells me right here.
Ow.
Yes.
I guess so.
See, so you pull that, and then to make it even more powerful, because more than likely there was some kind of stress that happened, you suppressed it, like most of us do. I mean, it's part of our nature, right? Our society. Okay, now turn your head back and forth like you're saying no. And go. And the cool thing about doing this Ha sound is that you could take it with you anywhere. Now, obviously, you're probably not going to do it audibly out loud.
Or on the air.
Yeah, or on the air, unless you're in certain places of Los Angeles or San Francisco, you might get away with it. So then what's going to happen is you do the sound underneath your breath. So instead of suppressing, which creates these types of conditions and inflammation, you're able to release.
I love that.
Yeah.
You have the new book that's coming out September.
September 24th.
Here is the cover, so you know these are exercises that you can all do by yourself.
Yeah, self-empowerment to empower you to be the best version of yourself possible. So Chris Shelton's Easy Guide to Fix Neck and Back Pain.
Is that book cover your wife? Okay. Okay. She's standing right here.
I think the cat got my tongue.
Oh, so the cat got your tongue. So what you need to do is there she is. There she is. All right. He helps a lot of celebrities. The Hollywood healer, Chris Shelton. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
So nice to meet you.
Take care.
All right. Moving back over to you.
Great tips. All right. Well, this morning we asked